I don't really know if it's possible to reach a marathon time of 3 hours and 30 minutes in your 40s, but that's my case. So I have a question: can we run 3 hours and 30 minutes in our 40s? Is it possible for me, who started running 3 years ago when I was 41 years old, now you know my age, to reach that barrier, marathon time of 3 hours and 30 minutes? If you know that you are in your mid-40s, you probably understand that you might have reached your peak already. I don't know if that's the case for me, because I started 3 years ago, so my potential is probably not reached yet. So I'm trying to reach next level. That's why we bought new shoes. That's why we want to ramp up the mileage. That's why we want to stay injury free, have a better recovery, take care about our diet. I think if we can tick all the boxes, we can reach 3 hours and 30 minutes marathon time. When? I don't know, big question mark, but we can start today. So let's talk about what we can do to improve the marathon game. Can we ever reach 3 hours and 30 minutes? Is it possible? That's a big question to answer. Very difficult to even think about. So again, we have to start from the very beginning. So let's brainstorm together. Maybe we have more or less a good answer. It makes sense, first of all, to set up goals. Goals are good for your motivation. It's part of the running game. It's part of the marathon game. And it belongs to your running journey. You have ups and downs. You have setbacks. You have absolutely amazing races. You sometimes enjoy running. Sometimes you don't even think about it. You know, running is versatile. You can run 5k, 10k, half marathon, full ultra. You can do crazy stuff. You can run across the country if you want to. There's actually no limit. The only limit is you. And I think it starts to set up goals. If you don't set up goals, you limit yourself already. What a nice day here. Late afternoon, it's Friday. And I really wanted to go out today. Once I came home from work, took me 10 seconds to just lace up my shoes and go out. Alright, nice and steady. 3k in the books, 7 to go. Okay, we reached 4k mark and had now enough time to think about how to answer the question. It's a very tough question, but also the answer is very tough. But yeah, let me try it then. We still have 6k remaining, so enough time. I started running round about 3 years ago, at the age of 41. What was the purpose? Wanted to increase life quality in general by being healthier, more vital, and just enjoy life in general, and not just being lazy on the couch and drinking beers all day long, or whatever you would do if you're not running. So I decided for that way, right? So I made a decision, a clear commitment, and not just a random idea that is blown away the next day. Nope, it was a statement, and since then, running is my life. I'm telling you. It was probably the best decision ever. You have to understand your position, your personal point of view, and then you can define goals depending on that. I think that makes sense. So that's the very top of the chain here that I'd like to talk about, is what's the reason that you started with running, when did you start with running, at what age, and how long have you been doing it since. You have to set up your goals just for yourself. Nobody else can do it. So your starting position is very important. If you understand that, you can define your goals and then try to reach them. I was always very sportive. I went to a track and field club. I think I was 6, 7 or 8 years old. Then I went to football club. Enjoyed it very much. Quite ambitious. Then I also played volleyball 5 years altogether. And then I changed back to track and field. Went for long jump. That discipline caught my attention. I really enjoyed it. Got 6 meter and a half done. So yeah, really enjoyed it. At that time I was like, 17 years old. I went out every day. But yeah, then, you're about to graduate. You have to get your final exams done somehow. You have to dig deep. So I stopped everything and just focused on school at the age of 20. And since then, I never returned to sport. No, nothing. Sometimes, just sometimes, randomly, 2, 3 times a year, I went out for a jog. But that's it. But once I came here, this beautiful island, I thought no, you cannot just continue living the same sad, boring life. surrounded by grayish thinking people. Nah, I think I did the right move. I do not regret anything. I really enjoy being here, being part of that Japanese culture. I wanted to find access, and I thought the best way is buy yourself a pair of running shoes. That's what I did 3 years ago. Since then, I'm running. Let's go. After the first marathon, I think we understood the running game, the marathon game. And we had second marathon, third marathon. Altogether, we have now 9 marathons. It was amazing. Just 1 year after I started with running, I set up the goal to get a sub 4 done. And we could get it done. That was great. Oh dear, I remember Hokkaido, up in the north of Japan, running the streets of Sapporo. Crazy. Absolutely enjoyed it. So then, welcome to the Sub 4 Club. I was thinking, okay, we can still reach more. I was very lucky that my name was drawn for the Berlin and Chicago Marathon. I trained like crazy, altogether like 40 weeks, 20 weeks, freely doing something for the aerobic base, and then another 20 weeks specifically with a training plan in the background. That was amazing. We did it. Between Berlin and Chicago, only 3 weeks, but we could manage sub 4 in Berlin and a sub 4 in Chicago, and not just the sub 4. 3 hours, 48 minutes. That was great. And just recently, about 2 weeks ago, I went to Osaka Marathon 2026. Set up the goal right after Chicago, knowingly that we can almost reach 3 hours and 45 minutes. That we can run faster than 3 hours and 45 minutes. We did it. We did it. 3 hours, 43 minutes and 52 seconds. The official chip time. Crazy ride, I'm telling you. My body destroyed, absolutely destroyed, out of water. But you know what? After the sub 4 in Hokkaido, a year later running Chicago and Berlin, get a double sub 4 done, and not just a sub 4, by 10 minutes. You know what you can actually reach. You understand your body can do it, regardless of it turns 43 years old, 44 years old. Doesn't matter. If you understand that you haven't reached your peak yet, you can go for everything you want. But promise me something, you have to try. If you don't try, or even if you haven't set up the goal yet, don't go for it. Because you simply don't know what to go for. But if you know your body, if you know your background, if you set up your goal accordingly, if you're trying to reach it, if you're really trying to reach it, if you're willing, you probably get it done. And you will reach your goals. That's my approach, and it worked fine. So not everyone has 3 hours and 30 minutes in mind when it comes to a marathon. But you understand the point. Whatever your goal might be, don't hesitate then. Go for it. You set it up in the first place, and you probably knew why. So, I'd like to set up a goal now, knowingly that we can run faster than 3 hours and 45 minutes. That's why I can answer your question. 3 hours In 30 minutes possible? Question mark. I give it a clear yes. The goal is set up. We can do it. $8K in the books. We do the last U-turn. One more lap to go. 2K remaining. Let's go. Current pace here, 6 minutes per K. Heart rate in the middle of my heart rate zone 2, I think. Yep, I'm supported by good numbers here. Garmin is very nice to me today, sometimes not. You know where we're coming from, the story in the background. When it comes to your personal running journey, you found out what you're capable of and you set up your goal first place. That's how you should approach the question. This is why we really can't answer the question 3 hours 30 minutes possible. If you're thinking already about it, the universe probably already know the answer, but you have to execute. You have to get it done. The longer you wait, the earlier the goal might fade away. But if you go for it right away, once you set it up, chances are high you can reach it. So in my case, I was always talking about the future marathon pace of 5 minutes per K. Just like that. I can maintain the pace for 21K, but I'm not able yet to maintain that pace for a marathon distance. But we can train for it. We are already able to run 50% of a marathon at that pace. Let's go. Let's go and get it done. Come on. And now, because of that goal, we have a lot to talk about. Yes. Because you might have the question, how does he want to reach it? There's no marathon so far in front of me. Nothing in the calendar. Nothing in the training book. Just me running. And as long as I keep on running, as long as I keep on running, it should work out well. How to keep on running the best way? Stay motivated. Go out, lace up, try hard and harder. Staying active is part of the mental approach of that goal. If you sit on the couch too long, you lose focus. Believe me, I did that for 20 years and I had no focus whatsoever. Even though the run is done here for today, I'm not done yet talking about this topic here. I'm not done yet finding answers together with you whether or not we can run 3 hours and 30 minutes when you are in your mid-40s? Again, that's a tough question to answer, but we can find answers. You probably now understand my approach. There's so much related to that question, and I'm going to talk about that once I'm done and out. 1 hour, 2 minutes, 33 seconds. We did 10k, average pace of 6 minutes and 14 seconds per k. Burned 667 calories while maintaining an average heart rate of 142. Amazing stuff. You don't need influencers. I'm trying not to influence. I'm trying to inspire. I'm trying to motivate. I think that's a big difference. Yep. Let's go then. Let's enjoy the rest of the day. I'm again in front of the convenience store. Already finished my coffee. I'm actually about to go home. But I just wanted to finish this video here with, final thoughts about what I said yesterday. At the end of the video, I said clearly that there is nothing lined up, no goal in mind, but actually there is. Of course, 3 hours and 30 minutes sounds possible. It sounds possible. And I think during the run, while talking to you, I understood that this is possible. There is so much in front of us that we have to talk about related to it. Diet, recovery, sleep, everything. Injury prevention, shoes, running economy, all that kind of stuff. And I'm already looking forward to it. So I'd like to invite you to come along, to enjoy the journey here together. I'm not here to influence, but I'm here to inspire and to motivate. Not only myself, but you as well. So it would be nice if we can get it done together. You can follow me on Strava. The link is in the description. I put all my runs up there. So you have access to the data. You know exactly what I'm doing. I'm not joking about. So yeah, we can get it done together. Would be nice. All right. That's about it. I'm tired, and again, I'm looking forward to it. Yes. At the moment, running freely, but a goal in mind. Sooner or later, I will have something lined up. Once I know what's in front of me when it comes to the next marathon, I will definitely let you know. So, but as for now, just have to get it done like this. All right, that's it. Enjoy your evening, enjoy your time, wherever you are. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.